Today we're going to talk about map coloring. Suppose you're the publisher of a new edition of the World Atlas. As you prepare the different maps for printing, you need to make sure that countries adjacent to each other are given different colors. Make sure you know adjacent means sharing a common border or a common side. For the following two maps, decide how to color each of the 5 countries or regions so that no 2 adjacent countries are colored the same. Treat the outside region as a single country. Perhaps it represents the ocean. Assume that every country is composed of a single contiguous region. For example, islands like Alaska and Hawaii are separate regions when constructing the map of the world. So we're going to take this first map and we want to see how many colors is required so that no 2 countries that share a border are colored the same. So basically we're asking the question, how many colors are needed, making sure adjacent regions are colored different. So here we take regions 4 and 2. They are not adjacent, they're separated by region number 1. They can be colored the same. Region 3 touches every region, so it has to be colored different than everything else. Same thing with region 1. And remember, the outside region has its own color as well. So this one required 4 colors. Take the map number 2. You see here there's several spots where the regions are only joined by, like, let's call it a vertex, but they're not joined by a border. So you can take the same color answering the same question for multiple regions here. Regions 1 and 3 can be colored the same because they don't share a border. Regions 2 and 4 can be colored the same as well. And then again, we can't forget about that outside region. So in this map, 3 colors is needed. So we want to create a map that requires only 3 colors. There's several different ways to do this. I encourage you to create your own as we go along through this video. But I've created one. There's going to be something different. So try to figure out a different combination of shapes inside of one contiguous region. So this was the one that I provided. I've gone ahead and colored the outside its own color because that's going to be colored one of the 3 colors. And then you can see the small rectangle and the larger one can be colored the same because they are separated by that region in the middle. So this one required only 3 colors. Let's try to make this a little bit more challenging. Now we can create a map that requires only 2 colors. And again, all the regions are contained within a single map. So we take something that looks kind of like a bullseye. I've went ahead and colored the inside most region, and then skipping a circle, coloring the next region the same color, creates something like a bullseye effect. And you should be able to see that every region that's white could be a different color than the blue regions. So I'm going to create some maps for you guys. This is one that I've created in years past. Determine the amount of colors that's required to color this given map. You should be taking a few seconds trying to figure out how many colors it could be. We're going to walk through it here in just a few seconds. Remember, the outside color can be colored its own, and it is considered a region. That's why it's region number 9. And if you look, it appears that every single region inside of our map touches that outside border. So no other region inside of our map can be colored green. And then regions 1, 3, and 8, they're all separated. They do not share a border, so they are not adjacent. They can all be colored the same. So I've indicated here that they could be red. Same thing with 5, 6, and 7. They're all separated by some other region, so they can be colored the same. And then 4 and 2. So here's a more detailed coloring of this map. You're going to have tasks trying to create maps that can only be colored with 2 colors, 3 colors, 4 colors, and even 5 colors. You're going to be given maps and asked how many colors are needed to make sure you fit the rules that no 2 colors can be adjacent to one another. No 2 regions can be colored the same if they're adjacent. So, and we're looking for the fewest number of colors to color a specific map. In this case, again, it was 4. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was map coloring.